Tokiya Kanzuki, you wish to be reunited with Mommy and Daddy. Your wish is granted. Oops. I guess in your next tournament you could wish for a shovel. I am Calypso, and I thank you for playing Phantom Breaker OMNIA. Usually when I do this, it's predated by me yelling, "Meanwhile, in an alternate universe!" But I'm desperate for an intro to welcome to Searching for RinoaCast, the Searching for Rino podcast. Not a lot to talk about outside of gaming, so let's talk about what am I playing right now. What am I playing? Outside of what I've played that I can talk about in the Adventures of Platinum Hunting, I'm trying to catch up currently of Kana Sky streaming the Is Eternity trilogy. So I've been playing that on my own, being cautious to look out for some of the more miscellaneous trophies, using a trophy walkthrough guide as I play. Try not to spoil myself too much, but again, having already seen most of the Sky stuff, But yeah, there's some miscellaneous trophies you gotta keep an eye out for, like, for example, a silver trophy for the very first trial. You get asked, who's the defendant? There's a trophy for answering Mia Fey, and her response is akin to, yeah, I gotta be anywhere but here. As of writing this, she's in the second game of the trilogy. I won't say what case. Usually streams that game every Saturday. So with that in mind, before I begin the coming soon proper, there was a game I played on the PlayStation 2 way back when called Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Plays like a one-man X-Men Legends. I'm like, oh, I forgot these were here. It's like, this game's more my tempo. So when that goes on sale, I'll pick that up. The significance of this, there's a sequel, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 remake for modern consoles on the 20th. With that said, let's get right to the videos and coming soon! Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon! Annapurna. What do I know that name from? Did they do that game about the ship-shifting detective? That was a fun game. I think I have a pseudo sequel on that where it's like the Poe and Monroe radio show that they had. I think they got their own like starring role in a game. That's in my library right now. That's not what this is. This is, we soon, this comes out a little bit later on. When does this come out? Oh, tomorrow. So, wait, people are just robots now? Oh no. This cat has stumbled onto a big secret. What you got there? Got a little package? Just a stray cat right there, yeah. Tomorrow to be exact. And then the day after, some DLC.
You will die here, and I will live forever.
Oh shit, spoilers.
Don't forget about our deal, Bahamut.
The King of Dragons.
Be snuffed out.
So we've seen this guy before from Dissidia games. Also, wait, we actually play as, okay. Striking weapons. Pilgrim. Stretching next to the job. Evoker. Oh, summons. No, that's Summoner. Oh, bring out Bahamut to fuck shit up. Okay. Got some accessories.
You've got some shine in you.
Oh my god, what if he's a silent protagonist this whole time? Would they do that? Besk's additional missions, John Drinking, Wonders of the Rift, something else? Yeah. Ooh. That's out the day after, on the 20th.
Are you okay?
Komaida?
Plus, the board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony has been expanded into a standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. An all-star
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of this one. I haven't played any of the games, but it's like, hey, it's
battle at a tropical resort.
an RPG. It's my kind of, I don't know. Oh my god, is that a...
Board game collection Danganronpa Deck
Yeah, it's a standalone for,
on Nintendo Switch.
PlayStation. That's coming out.
All board games
That's the 21st, but yeah.
available on
Switch is getting all of them in a... And last but certainly not least, the same day as that comes out, Danganronpa S, Summer of something. I did not think this would come out before River City Girls, but hey. Maybe they're waiting to make it like a package deal. Who knows? But yeah, they announced like a... Why are you Lubu? Wait, if you're Lubu, Misuzu might, Sabu might be, Cao Cao? There's a Bobo right there. How come it's... Oh, there he is. Maybe that is Cao Cao there with the purple hair. So what does that make Kunio? I'm guessing with the spear you're supposed to be Guan Yu, but that guy over there is wearing the green. Who knows? Sorry, I'm not super duper familiar. Won't be able to tell at the drop of a hat like that, but yeah. Here it is. Here's all of them, including a game I already touched on. Another day after that, Capcom Arcade Second Stadium, which I already covered in my 30th Soapboxing for Rinoa. Anyways, what coming soon in the rear view? Let's talk about games I have completed in The Adventures of Platinum Hunting. Pow! Back to you in the studio. Sib's Heart? This? Shmup of antiviruses, short and fairly easy 15-minute platinum boot for bosses, go to extras, start up a game with each character, use a bomb, game over, continue. Really straightforward. Next two games I'm covering also count as a kind of sort of pseudo review for two anime fighters. The first I played being, this was over last week and didn't have much of a podcast to go for, but Under Night in Birth EX late tests. Yeah, I think I'm one short of the CLR. I don't know if that was like a free update or like a separate game, but there's this monthly occurrence called the Hollow Knight that brings these monsters not visible to the naked eye. Those who somehow survive gain powers, and there's a few factions/gangs that are fighting to secure this power, whatever. Plot is very, very expansive with most of the playable characters. The first time this game came out, they didn't have a whole lot of story told. This version gives a chronicle mode that's like, Here's this character's full story before the events of the game take place, before the Hollow Knight drops. I think as far as tutorial modes go, this game is the most helpful when it comes to learning everything there is to learn. I haven't even touched the other game modes yet, and already I was like, ooh, I'm in. That's the makings of a great game right there, when your tutorial sucks you in. But going into trophies, you don't have to mess with the online at all. Do all of Chronicle mode. 3 arcade rounds on the hardest difficulty. I easily accomplished that with Hilda and just spamming quarter circle forward and square very fast. Patoo, patoo. Laser beam projectile to keep away. Get a total score of 1 billion in score attack. You do this with multiple characters. Clear time attack in under 12 minutes with 3 different characters. 50 fights in survival, losses included. So yeah, just a lot of grinding stuff out. 100 tutorial objectives out of how many there are. Take 3 characters, complete all the beginner stuff. 5 characters in intermediate challenges. Lots of stuff, lots of grinding to buy everything in the store with the in-game currency. First time I played some of the newer characters, I think my fave's in Kido just because his combos, activating my Unga Bunga brain to mash combos out. You can mash heavy with him and get shit out. Light, medium, heavy. As long as you don't hit that third button, your combo doesn't end. But yeah, you can light, medium, heavy, quarter circle and heavy, I think, for a super, or light, medium, quarter circle forward, medium, 1, 2, 3, then, that's a Rekka, and then off that, then you can do the heavy super version of it, if you got the proper meter. But yeah, the grind, just do a mountain of versus matches afterwards, for 500 in-game money each. Yeah, you're gonna be doing that a lot, regardless if you do what I did, just doing that over and over and over and over, while watching somebody else's stream. While I did every character's arcade chronicle mode, didn't have to mess with the online at all, like I said. I don't know if that gives more credits or not, so really like this game. Thought of this while I grabbed Phantom Breaker Omnia while that was on sale. That's the other fighting game I'll talk about real quick. This old man named Phantom goes and organizes an All Japan fighting tournament. Winner gets their wish granted. One character or family that's been dead set on fighting Phantom knows if you grant this wish, it can cause reality to collapse because it goes against nature. It's literally defying reality, and then it's revealed Phantom's only doing this to give powers to the competitors to create a rift that is said to restore even more of Phantom's powers. So he has no intentions of granting these wishes. It's all for him. 3 styles to play with, akin to, kind of remind me of the Last Blade. There's the quick style with the focus on hitting more in combos, which give you a parry that's a dodge feature. If you hit forward, you dodge out of the way in time, and then you can retaliate. But yeah, that's all the light, medium, heavy. And then Under Night, you can end the combos that way. Everybody's in key doing that mode, kinda. And then you got the hard style. That's more of the less about the combos. So you just you only get 1 light, 1 medium, 1 heavy. You can't mash out combos that way. And your parry is more a parry from Street Fighter 3. Yeah, this mode's more about hitting hard and getting hit hard, giving you more health. And then Omnia introduces the Omnia style, which leans more towards quick than hard style, giving you a mixture of both. It's still, it's got the auto combos too, but it doesn't keep the opponent inside the full combo, so you may have to adjust so your opponent can retaliate, getting out of your hit range. So kind of interesting that way. It's they'll give you the option, but it won't hold your hand doing it in a way. It's they're gonna get out of range at some point. You gotta change up your tactics a little bit. Usually mostly you're either in there with your opponent or you travel with them. But yeah, that I can respect. This game gives a lot of options to retaliate. The forward hit during an attack to dodge or parry gives that character the most super meter. I'm talking 30%. So the game clearly rewards ridding people's attacks and just countering or dodging. Special moves and enhanced special moves are done kinda Smash style. Each character has a forward, back, and down. Neutral is with that special button is usually either a guard break or a focus attack, or something else with certain meter and styles. supers at the push of a button with full meter of 200 in quick and hard, 400 in Omnia style, aka Battlegrounds that I found out. I'm like, oh wait, I did this and now all these like spheres are flying at the enemy and I did like 50 hit combo easily. Yeah, easy way to get that trophy. I was like, I recognize this. I'm like, Battlegrounds. I've Let's Played that on my channel. The trophies to get here are even easier as you don't have to grind for in-game currency. There's only like 3 story modes you have to finish to get trophies for doing so. Use all the characters in a match. Grind out things like the aforementioned dodges, parries, air recoveries, throw escapes. Just throw escapes? Yeah, 2 different kinds of throw escapes. Clashes. I would have had this platted in a few hours, but I wanted to play everybody's story mode. And then I was like, nah, no time. I'm about to podcast. I still managed to get everybody's story mode regardless. There's love here in the English dub, and I wanted to stick around this game longer than necessary to hear everybody's performance. So I was like, yeah, okay. And then I found out, like, oh, there's an unlockable Waka style if you, like, get her ending. Instead of using water, she uses fire or something. Shin Waka. I'm like, oh, shit. If I had to choose between these 2 games, I'd say go with Undernight in Birth. Yeah, the special moves are easier to pull off for Omnia, but it boils down to everyone kind of having, like, one of the 3, like, Shoto moves, if not all. The projectile with the forward, and uppercuts with the down, and a rush move with the back and X. You know, straight or overhead makes everybody kind of similar. Still, their tactics play up to their style and character a little bit, but I think Undernight has this aspect, like, boost, like, oh, here's your big, burly character. He's going to play super slow but up close, but if he gets in, he's going to start murdering you. Here's this guy who thinks his power is blood boost, so he's, cast from HP to do even more damage, but can be scary in his own right. Here's a guy who's cold and distant. His fighting style will reflect as such as he plays, like, Keep Away or, like, that sort of thing. Whoever did the TV tropes on that page did really well. Yeah, Undernight has this aspect of every character's moveset reflecting their character. I wonder if that will get a sequel, as another game has gotten footage a few months ago, it appears. Before I talk about that, real quick, current level 717, platinum trophies 425. In all honesty, these numbers could be way higher if I keep buying, like, the 30 or so that popped up in the last month of these 99-cent easy platinums. It's all variations of the same thing. It's like I'm even guilty of buying a couple of those, but now it's just like, oh my god, I can't even keep up anymore. I gotta start keeping with my backlog and start playing those games. That's what I'm trying to get rid of, trying to do now. There's a couple games that's gonna take some grindy to platinum all the way, and then I can get it off my library and start to clear that out a little bit. Anyway, let's gush about upcoming fighting games. Oh gosh. Let's start with the SNK wiki of GAROU 2. Bunch of pictures for that got leaked, like Terry's, I don't know all the moves, but he was like, he got his rising tackle back. It's like, oh, Rock's not with him anymore. I guess that's like, alright, I'm taking this move back then, and I'm gonna go with a 45-degree angle. Haha. We got sprites of Andy Bogard. Still looking in the same outfit. I guess he really doesn't change all that much. Joe's all boot and bandaged up, so he's got somebody else to look after and do his fighting for him. But yeah, the newcomers that would have been introduced. This is the most interesting aspect. The wiki had put names down. Jess Young, a young man who previously used an outfit similar to a butler. Is that the guy with the? Is that the Rick Stroud with the hat? Kuwan Kanta, which I talked about a little bit earlier. Joe Higashi's apprentice. Already in Joe's backstory in KOF 12, which I skipped. Daniel Hale, another young man with an elegant suit. Ed Palmer, with a similar look to Billy Kahn. I think that's the suit guy with the headband on. Dolvik Bourne, that's the big guy wearing the yellow coat, the Ron Python looking guy. Geki Kibao, Gato's father. I guess he's the one with like the big baggy pants with the red hair. I'm like, oh, that's him? Okay, so Geki Kibao, Gato Kibao, and Hotaru Futaba? Unless she changed her last name or something like that. Who knows? The plot fleshes out a bit and things change. And an unnamed woman with gala attire next to Dolphic. That's the woman in GAROU. But enough hype for games that aren't likely to be a thing. Let's talk about a game a few months ago that is a thing again. Apparently since April, Chaos Code came back and got some location tester demo on a Twitch channel. I will link that in the description so you can check that out. Looks like Chaos Code Next will be following the story of the first game, as Kagari's got a new look and fighting style. Perhaps one of the 2 endings she had came to pass. Everybody else looks the same, a couple of new moves and such. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was like, let me watch that Chaos Code Next trailer back in 2020 or something like that. Or was it 2019 that came out? New character that Ray fought in his ending, that Detective Gumshoe looking guy with the wearing the blue with the scarf and fancy helmet and Go. I feel like any home version we get will be able to play the classic armored with the sword Kagari. Like I said, there was a 2020 trailer for this game that showed off what I at least remember, a guy who looked like a violinist or some classical music demon-looking guy or something. No name for him. Melty Blood type Lumina's getting a massive overhaul to gameplay and 4 more characters to this summer, 2 more in winter DLC. I don't know as much about Melty Blood, but I do know when other people use memes, Neko Arc. It's all over the place, so. I've already seen, she was in one character story mode, but I don't know if likely, not yet fully confirmed. Speaking of winter 2022, the Rumblefish. Both those games come into consoles. These games, they boast some of the most visually striking looking 2D sprites, clothing damage, offensive and defensive supers, and hoping for more Dimp/Sammy outings. You know, can't keep all that good Atomic Wave fighting games just to yourself in that arcade system. But yeah, let me quickly wrap up with Searching4RinoaCast. A couple of finds here and there. There's some new Mountain Dew Baja Blast out there. I saw a yellow one I didn't remember the name of. I've tried the orange one called Baja Mango Gem. I'd hardly call it a gem. It's just a slightly sweeter Baja Blast. Not that that's a horrible thing to have. I guess I expected more mango to justify this creation is all. So, still good. As is the Mountain Dew Fruit Punch Kickstart. I feel like Mountain Dew Punch is just something that works. A faint energy drink aftertaste to it, but the more you drink, the less aftertaste you get. So, this Fruit Punch Kickstart's a success. Wish I could say the same about these sparkling ice in a can and caffeinated. Hoo boy. The first of 2 I tried out was the Citrus Twist. I was worried this might taste like a more fizzy, less taste, less flavor Mountain Dew, and my worries were unfortunately confirmed correct on this. Not even the strawberry citrus could improve on this. They make a coconut pineapple version of the caffeinated. I'll try that. That's my favorite sparkling ice. Otherwise, I'm sticking to the regular bottles. An all-natural tea and Shaka tea. No sugar, no caffeine, no calories, no carbs. Tried the pineapple mint. Even I was a little skeptical about this one. Not terrible, just the mint greatly overpowers any pineapple this drink might have had. Clean, but not... Where's my pineapple at? Wendy's for breakfast? Yeah, Wendy's Chocolate Frosty as a series. Is it as cracktacular as the actual Frosty? No. I did not know this had teeny tiny marshmallows as the, the Frosty aspect of it. I'm like, alright. While not as potent chocolate, wise for cereals like your Cocoa Puffs or your Count Chocula, a clear attempt was made to separate this from most, and I will commend this cereal for that. I was like, tiny. Like, oh, that's where the Frosty's coming in. I'm like, okay. That's how you do that. I still want to get to a actual Wendy's and try their new strawberry Frosty to see if that's as cracktastic as the chocolate drink. Whew, could you imagine? It's like, oh, wow, you're a Frosty that won't put me into a food coma after I finish you. But yeah, all I had like last week was just the fighting games, and then more stuff came out. I'm like, ooh, okay, I can add to it. And even then was kind of, But my god, that new River City game, holy shit. Man, I wonder what the next game on their agenda be. Oh, right, they're doing probably River Girls 0 and River City Girls 2, right? That's gotta be next. Just the River City surprised me. I wonder if they'll do one and be like, okay, now we're doing the Sengoku era in Japan. That's what I figured they would do first, but hey, River City Musa, I'll happily take that. Holy shit. But with that said, that's the podcast. Play me out, Dave.
God damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time.